means you have just 3 days to think about your New Year resolution if you don't have one already. Whether it's going to the gym, more eating, eating healthier, less drinking, paying off debt, or anything else, changes can happen in 2023 if you truly desire. Here to discuss how to execute your New Year resolution is Valanda Calloway, a presentation coach in Raleigh, North Carolina. Valanda, good morning and welcome to Early Morning.
Good morning, Nick. Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Valanda, I know that you and I have discussed before, because you and I know each other. We've discussed how people can get themselves ready for 2023. A lot of people approach the new year with these grand ideas and don't really know how to make that first step. What should people do? Goals can be made anytime throughout the year, right? So why are we trained to believe that it has to come at the beginning of the new year?
It can happen right now. You can make a decision while you're watching this newscast to do whatever it is that you want to do better. And my specialty, my lane is in presentation. And if you are looking for a new job, a new opportunity to beef up your business, you need to have your elevator pitch ready and you need to look good delivering it.
Valanda, so many people are making that move to either start a new business, do their own thing that they've dreamed about. We know that many in the tech sector have been laid off recently. How do you do this if maybe you're someone over the age of 40 entering back into the workforce? How would you suggest that they approach this?
Know who you are and be able to tell the story of who you are. And what that means is you need to be able to give an elevator pitch, whether you're in an elevator, whether you are at a conference, whether you're in a Zoom box like we are now. Be able to tell your story. Know that that story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and be able to present it in a way that you can hold on to the person on the other side that's listening. You don't want them tuning out 5 seconds in. So you know how we say in the news business, don't bury the lead. That's what you need to do. Tell that story about yourself. Tell it right off the top. Expound upon who you are, and then summarize a bit more about who you are and where you want to be in this new year.
Valanda, do we take it for granted? So many people have used Zoom because of the pandemic. Does that still matter? Can I just throw up my camera? How important is that presentation in that Zoom interview? And you mentioned elevator pitch a couple of times. Explain that to our audience, what an elevator pitch actually is.
Yes, did you see me clutching my imaginary pearls? No, you cannot simply throw yourself up into your Zoom interview. You need to take some time to think about the things that matter. The same way you would get dressed and look nice for an in-person meeting, you need to do the same thing on Zoom. The same way you throw in a little bit of lipstick or a little bit of this or that, whatever it is that you do that on Zoom as well. This is the new norm. In-person meetings are going away in some instances, so you need to get your Zoom etiquette on point. That elevator pitch that I mentioned, that's if you're in an elevator, that's where that term comes from, for only a few seconds, maybe a minute, what you're going to talk about in that short period of time. But that also works in business communication. We run into people all the time who could help us grow our business. Perhaps we can do something for them. There's all kinds of collaborations that happen all the time, and you don't want to stumble and bumble through that communication. You need to be able to tell the story of who you are, what you're looking to do, where you're going, how you can collaborate, and you have to practice that.
Valanda, what are some of the tips that you say that people can do to keep their New Year resolution?
To keep that New Year resolution, start small. You don't have to bite the entire elephant at the same time. Even if you do one small thing, even if you say, okay, today I'm going to order a light because the last time I was on Zoom, I looked so dark. That's one small thing that will help you get towards where you need to be. If it is, I'm going to record myself and practice my elevator speech the following week, that's one small thing. Every little bit counts. Do not underestimate the value of small wins.
Valanda, so many people want to start small businesses. What advice do you have for people who are maybe entering into this space for the first time? They say, you know what, I'm tired of the corporate layoffs. I'm tired of working for someone else. I want to do my own thing. What advice do you have for those who may want to enter the workforce being their own boss?
Find a community. Find some like-minded people who can hold you down, support you, and who you can ask questions of, because this is brand new territory for a lot of people. It was brand new territory for me when I started it, but very fortunate for me, I had a community of people I could go to. We don't do any of this alone. And so that would be my number one piece of advice. Find your people.
Valanda, I have less than a minute. I want you to tell people right now what it is you want them to take away from this, because, again, you and I know how transitioning from one role to another can be. What advice do you have for those who are out there right now who may be on the precipice of saying, you know what, I'm really nervous about making the next step?
Know your story and be able to tell it effectively.
Valanda Calloway, thank you so much. And the name of that book, once again, is?
Tips from the TV Lady, a guide for making a great impression on camera and in person.
And you and that blue definitely did just that, Ms. Calloway. Happy holidays to you and your family.
Same to you, Nick.
Thank you so much. Earlier in the year, there were a